All right, let's do this.
All right. 3, 2, 1, action.
Hi, welcome to Indy Riot Studios. My name is Henry Keith Herring, and this is our first art tutorial for our YouTube channel, Let's Paint. So I'm going to start off with something very simple. Anybody can do it, which is a beachy sunset. The reason being is because I like beaches. I've always wanted to live on one. And it's always very simple. So first we're going to start off with a light purple to start off with the sky. And also you got the pinks, the orange, all to blend in together. So first let's start off with the purple. Just pretty much cover the top half of the canvas. Now you may have to do this over and over again because sometimes the paint can be really thin, so you got to put extra coats on it. And this is where the camera pretty much fast forwards. Now we got the first color done, and I'm going to move on to the second one, which is the pink. And you put it right up under it, like so. And it doesn't matter if you go over to purple, because once you've got all the colors on there, you're just going to blend them together anyways. Now people have always asked me how I got into painting. And to be honest, my grandmother that got me into it. She's a painter. She paints a lot better than I do, honestly. Usually landscapes, stuff like that. And she taught me how to paint with oils when I was 7 years old. And it just progressed to other things, and I've kept up with it, working on random stuff, abstract, landscaping, whatever I could to make people happy. Pink's actually going on a little thicker than the purple, which is good. Won't need as many coats. And there you have it, the second color. Alright, now we're heading into the orange, which is right where the sun would be if it was actually setting behind the ocean line. I'll just cover up the rest of this. It's dripping from the brush. Excuse me about that. But yeah, stuff happens. Can't always help it. You always make a mistake, you can always go over it. It never matters if it's perfect, because nobody is perfect. Sorry about that, my paintbrush is still dripping. And there you have it, there's the third color. And once it dries, I will show you how to blend it all together and make it into one solid thing. For the next step, we're going to start blending all the colors now that it's dry. Alright, now for the next part, we're going to start blending in the colors since they're somewhat dry. And for this, we're going to need a smaller brush. And use some of the purple to go along here, like so. Just keep adding more colors, keep adding more paint. Once you get that part, then you move into the pink. you start blending it in together. And like I said before, it doesn't matter if you mess up or make a mistake, you can always go over it. Nobody's perfect. There you go. Just keep adding more and more. Now, if you like to, you can always go crazy with it as well. Some people like to add extra color to it. Maybe a different type of pink, darker pink. Add a little more purple to it. And there you go, that's the first part of it. Your brush has no paint on it at all, and not soaked with water. And then you move on to the orange. Just go a little over pink, just on the dry spot a bit. And wet your brush once more. Make sure it doesn't have any paint on it. And then you'll start adding the pink. And just pretty much repeat yourself. Go on right here. And make sure you blend it in well. And me, I usually just use normal brushes. Most people use sponges. For some reason, I do not like sponges, unless it is to do trees. I don't even like painting clouds. Most of my paintings don't have clouds in them at all. This concludes our first episode of Let's Paint. Now tune in next week when I'm going to start painting the ocean, the trees, and add a little extra to it. And peace out. Let's Paint. Tune in next week. Do it. All right, this